An invisible missile slides across the sky above Kyiv. No sirens have sounded yet, no alarms blare in the control rooms. And still, it lands with devastating precision. This isn't just fear, it's a revelation. A Geran drone, spotted only by human eyes, tore through the city's air defenses, exposing gaps that should not exist. The military called it very bad news, but the numbers behind it are far worse. Coordinated attacks using these drones alongside hypersonic missiles have crippled Kyiv's main energy company, slashing 60 to 70% of its generation capacity. In weeks, more than 600,000 residents have fled the capital, abandoning homes in search of safety. What happened in Kyiv is not a minor breach. It is a wake-up call. The Geran drone, invisible to radar, appeared over the heart of the city before any warning could sound. For the Ukrainian forces, trained on sophisticated Western systems, it was an unexpected shock. The strike began before the alert. The drone's flight revealed a hard truth. Modern technology alone does not guarantee security. Observers, both civilian and military, witnessed it with their eyes. But the radars saw nothing. Here's what this flight tells us. The enemy knows the layout of Ukraine's air defenses with unnerving clarity. This is not coincidence. It is intelligence, calculated and precise. Nikola Melnik, a Ukrainian veteran and former M2 Bradley Mechanized Company commander, confirmed the unsettling reality. Speaking openly, he described how the drone never rose above 100 meters, staying below the radar's effective horizon. In Kyiv, reliance on screens and imported systems left the city blind. The Geran slipped under the technological umbrella meant to protect it, exposing not just gaps in hardware, but critical failures in operational intelligence. Melnik went further. If a drone can reach Kyiv without being tracked, then the enemy possesses detailed knowledge of air defense positions, both fixed and mobile. Someone mapped every radar, every battery, every patrol. That someone is on Moscow's side. Ukrainian operators were left without answers. The warning? More Gerans are likely ready to repeat the same path. Unless defensive positions are reorganized, the capital remains exposed. Melnik's warning was clear. The systems must be reconfigured, radar networks unified, gaps closed, and the entire field of vision integrated. Without that, vulnerabilities remain open to exploitation. And while Kyiv struggles to stitch together its radar network, Moscow acts differently. The holes in the sky are not accidents, they are paths. The Geran over the city center was a demonstration, not just of firepower, but of methodical observation. Every maneuver, every reaction, every pattern recorded and memorized. The flight was a probe, testing Kyiv's response, mapping weaknesses and exploiting them. Then there is the next level threat, speed. According to the Polish newspaper Wirtualna Polska, Russian missiles reach Kyiv faster than air raid sirens can sound. Hypersonic 3M-22 Zircon missiles minimize human reaction time to almost zero. Launched from Crimea, they arrive in minutes. The warning comes too late, the impact comes first. Defense operators calculate, systems analyze, but the missile has already found its target. This is not hypothetical, it is the daily reality for Kyiv. The human consequences are immediate. Power outages, water cuts, heating failures. Entire neighborhoods plunged into disruption. DTEK, the main energy provider, has admitted losing up to 70% of generation capacity. The threat of humanitarian disaster looms large. Residents huddle in metro stations, converted shelters, and emergency points of warmth, while drones and missiles traverse the skies above. The city survives underground, while the airspace remains contested and lethal. Amid this, questions about the invisible Geran persist. Melnik insists on the urgency of a unified radar field and enhanced vigilance. Yet the evidence is grim. The adversary continues to exploit every gap, every delay, and every technological blind spot. When we step back and see the full picture, one conclusion becomes unavoidable. In this war, the technological and tactical initiative has shifted toward Moscow. The Geran drones that slip undetected and the Zircons that strike before alarms have become the true masters of Kyiv's skies. What does this mean for Ukraine? For the world watching? The implications are profound. The traditional measures of defense, radars, sirens, layered anti-aircraft systems, are no longer sufficient on their own. Each breach is not merely an attack, but a signal. Adaptation is overdue, and failure to adapt invites escalation. If you've stayed with me this far, it shows you care about understanding the conflict beyond the headlines. I want to hear your take. How should Kyiv restructure its defenses, and can technology alone ever keep up with an adversary willing to combine speed, intelligence, and stealth? Share your thoughts below. I read every comment. Looking ahead, the pattern is clear. Moscow's drones and hypersonic missiles will continue to challenge Kyiv's defenses, testing, probing, and striking where least expected. If Kyiv succeeds in reorganizing its radar networks and defense strategies, it might regain some control. But every day of inaction only deepens the gaps, amplifying risk. In short, the skies over Kyiv are no longer a buffer. They are a battleground where initiative, intelligence, and speed dictate survival. The Geran and the Zircon are not just weapons. They are harbingers of a new reality in modern warfare. Ukraine faces not just missiles, but a war of knowledge, timing, and precision. Winners and losers are determined not only by firepower, but by who sees and reacts first. And so, as the drones trace their invisible paths and the missiles streak past Sirens, we are reminded, the war above Kyiv is already here, and those who believe they are safe might soon discover just how precarious the sky has become. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're tracking the evolution of this story day by day. Make sure to activate notifications, and don't miss our next report. And remember, you can now become a channel member. If you believe in this project and want to see it grow, your support makes all the difference. If you'd like to support our channel financially, which we greatly appreciate, you can do so through Patreon and PayPal. The link is in the video description.